Here's another either or for you. All right, y'all. Wait, where's my camera at? Right there. Here's my camera.
Oh, it was.
So beautiful day, and I have I have friends with me today. People that I've been with for a long years time, and I felt like nothing better than bringing my homies to this show, Either Or podcast. Okay, so today I have with me Tawana and O'Shea.
I don't know why I waved instead of like saying what's up.
No, you can do that too.
Okay.
Yeah. So Tawana, you want to say one or two?
One or two?
Yeah, just introduce yourself.
One or two?
Words.
Okay. One
or two words.
He asked her first.
Okay, so my name's Tawana. I should have practiced this because I'm never good at talking about myself. I love podcasts, and Nelly and I have been friends for over 8 years now. I think it's over 10 years to be exact.
It's actually over 10. It's
Come on.
actually a little bit more than that.
It's been more than that.
It's almost,
that's crazy though.
Yeah, because it was like...
But not just Nelly and I, the three of us
I'm
have
sorry.
been...
Well, I was introducing myself, so I was trying to talk to the host.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, so collectively,
Yeah.
All right.
We can
over
say
10 years.
Yeah.
Before all the kids came in,
Yeah.
I knew them. Come on, Jesus.
Yeah.
Now they know we're parents. That's fine.
Yeah.
Everybody's
That's
a
whole nother
parent.
thing.
All right, cool.
Everybody's a
O'Shea,
parent.
I'll let you go.
Yeah, so I'm O'Shea. You can follow me on all
Wait.
social outlets.
You got to say, no, please. You got to say doctor.
Oh, God bless you.
Yes, that was
Please,
good,
you got to say doctor.
That was good.
You put in the work, bro. You put in that
That's
work.
facts.
Yeah.
I did.
I'm surprised you didn't introduce yourself that way.
I know.
I mean, because I'm not at work, I say I'm doctor, but I guess I'm doctor all the time. It's on my cards now, too.
Yeah.
So I am Dr. O'Shea Ross. So,
Nice.
yeah, you can follow me on all social media at O'Shea Ready. That's OSHAEREADY. So glad to be here today.
Thank you.
I can't give out my handle because I never remember them.
But this is the problem. But O'Shea, what do you be doing on your handle? Because you're giving it out. Now you have to have content on it.
Come on.
Oh.
Come on.
I've been working on a dissertation that I just recently published, so I haven't done a lot on my social media right now. Right. However, now I have an abundance of time, and I'm confident I'll be putting more on social media.
That's
right
good
now,
to
I just
know.
put pictures of my kids.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I got a whole bunch of kids.
Yeah.
And
Not a whole bunch. I
Yeah,
know people that got like
beautiful
5 kids, but I actually
They
like
got
that.
3 though.
I like that.
It's a lot.
I'm trying to get my social media together. 3 kids is not a lot.
It's not. No, actually,
Unless
being
you're
honest, it's
dating
not.
somebody with 3 kids, now that is a lot.
Ouch.
But being in a family, 3 kids is not a lot.
Okay, I don't think 3 is a lot. You know, being honest, I don't think 3 is a lot.
Yeah.
But I think once you move past 3, you push
I ain't
it.
having no more kids.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah,
I can't have no
pushing
more
it.
kids.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I would
I just
never go
want
past
2.
3 anyway. I always think like, if this doesn't work out, I'm gonna be single with like 5 kids. Who finna who finna be with me?
It is not.
that's-
Nobody.
One of the reasons why people don't get divorced after having
Hello?
just go
I
ahead and
wouldn't
stay
even-
together.
Who gonna have me?
There's a blues song that says it's cheaper to keep them.
Oh, it is cheaper to keep. All right, we're not going to jump into that just yet. We're not going to jump into that. But
good.
here we go. So you already know if you're on this podcast, you have to bring in your favorite quote, idiom, or proverb. We start with that, right? So, Twana, you ready for yours? O'Shea's going first. Don't worry. I just want to know if you got
praise
one.
God. I
just
do.
want to know if you got one.
I have one.
Cool. All right, cool. O'Shea, you can lead with yours.
So I'll just say that mine is an actual personal quotable, and it's basically that friends are the families that you select. Friends are the family that you select. I come from a very small family. A big part of my family is gone now. So how I move about friendships is very personal, very serious.
That's real. Yeah.
Because, you know, as you become an adult, it's hard to make friends. I tell people oftentimes, college students that I work with every day, like value this moment to where you are able to rub shoulders with all these different types of people and organically become friends because, you know, it's get hard as you get a little bit older. And so being an adult now, I can honestly say that my friends do become the family that I select. And that's kind of a quote that I go by.
I like that.
Thank you, friend.
That's a good one.
Thank you, friend.
I like it. So we're his family.
But
Yes.
I say it one more time.
Okay. Friend, your friends become the family that you select, right?
Yes.
Your
Okay.
friends become the family
Yes,
that you
you're right.
select.
So because
I agree with
what
that.
I was trying to what was going through my mind is friends become family.
But that's true too.
That's true.
That's what I'm getting. So when you say that the family you select is the same thing.
Yeah.
So I was trying to make sure it.
Right,
When
there's
I was
some
about to
family
support
that
it,
I
it's the
have
same
right
thing.
now, Nelly. There's some
They're-
family that
they're
I
not
have,
family.
and I
Yeah.
wouldn't have picked them if I could, right?
Exactly.
Amen? So
Yeah.
So family are the people you choose,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
friends you choose. They become family.
Family, right.
You know, they're no longer friends. So some people I say, you're not my friend. It's not
Correct.
because you're not my friend, but because you became family.
family.
I say
You know what
that
I'm saying?
too. I'm like,
Yeah,
I sometimes feel
so-
like it's disrespectful to say like you my friend. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like
Yeah.
if I'm talking about y'all, I'm like, oh my bro, I always say
Yeah,
my bros.
absolutely.
That's how I say that.
Because
But that's true.
Your parents are my parents here. You know, say
In the US.
rest her soul, Mrs. Ross too. But you know what I'm saying? But yeah,
I know,
for
thank you.
yeah, your mom. I call her mama.
You do.
I've never called her anything else but mama. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And your pops too.
That's true.
You know, yeah. So
That's
that's
a good
that.
testament to that.
That's a
Yeah,
good one. That's
that
a good
was
one.
I told you I'm
Thanks
coming
a
to
lot.
good shit.
I gotta get
It's
comfortable.
some good. Some good shit. In
Say the best for last.
Yeah. Let's go, Tawana. Hit it.
Okay, what was my quote?
Damn.
Okay, my quote was simple. I guess much like Ross, it's a personal quote. And basically it states that friendship should be easy.
Yes.
That's my quote.
Yes, I agree.
Do you need me to elaborate?
Please, because Nelly's face.
You can.
Nelly's
Yeah,
face
I
made it
know.
seem like he was.
You can't.
disgusted.
So no. This is my whole point.
Please.
My point is to when you say it, I need to analyze it in a way that I can debunk it.
Oh, please do so.
Right. Do I think friendship has to be easy? I don't think so. It could be
Why?
hard.
Why?
I agree, but that is my quote. I'm not gonna lie. I know it can, that quote can contradicts itself, right? So a part of me is like, well, this is what I live by, because I just feel like if any friendship is hard, it's not meant for us to be friends. I feel like relationships, even though friendship is a segment of a relationship, but if I'm not sleeping with you, it should not be hard. Like, we should not be getting into all of these arguments. I have friends that, you know, with their friends,
Right.
will get
I
into
think-
a lot of arguments. To me, that's doing too much work.
It is.
I think. Let me rephrase that. I want to agree with you.
Please.
In the sense that I think you should be able to argue, but as friends, it should die there and then. It shouldn't move past it. As friends.
Amen. I agree.
You know, you can wrong me and we can have a hard conversation about that. And we can go a day or two. But as adults, we should be able to say, well, I understand you now if
Yeah.
we're friends. And I understand that. And moving forward, I respect that. And I keep it at that. And
like
we keep
that.
moving on as we're friends. But the fact that you think if you'll say something that rubs me the wrong way, we would not address it, that doesn't make us friends. That's bad friendship.
So if
In my
we
own
fall
opinion,
out from it, from
Then
me
it
telling
was
something,
not
then
meant
it
to
was
be,
never,
which is okay, which is perfect because then it's good. It's
and
good
you were
stuff.
never family to begin with.
It's good. That's how I feel. I feel like,
No, I agree.
O'Shea, you did something wrong. I should be able to come to you and say, hey, brother,
Absolutely.
I don't like
You've
what
done
you
that
did.
to me.
Absolutely.
Remember? Do you remember one time I did something wrong and you actually pulled me to the side? I actually hated his guts when he did that.
Ouch.
To be honest.
Ouch.
That's good.
But I also think it's because I don't think at that time I had never had a friend actually like tell me like, yo, Tony, that was kind of messed up.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember?
I swear to God.
Well, then
I-
let you know
I-
it's insignificant. Like he moved beyond it.
That's it. That's it. That's
Yeah.
it. And I will
good,
be.
friend.
It,
That
it don't
was
matter. Like that's
good.
me. Like I will still be your friend regardless. Except you didn't tell me at that point, and
And
it's
we were.
over. And it gets the moment it's done, it's over.
Yeah, that's
over.
true. That's
It's
true.
over. But except then you take a person and you don't come back and have that conversation with
You
me.
met him in don't know.
Exactly.
Well, I didn't
And-
come back and
and-
had a conversation with him. I just took you to the cheek. I'm just like, God dang.
I'm real. And y'all know that. Of
course.
If
Yeah,
I don't
well,
like it, I say it.
I learned it that day.
Yeah, but then it's from place of love.
Yep.
Place of love.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still here. So.
Yeah, Mr. Ross. Dr. Ross, I'm sorry.
God bless you. God
I'm gonna
bless
try to
you.
remember to call him that too.
Cool.
God
Yeah,
bless
we
you.
got to get used to that.
And
So
we know the credentials behind your name, but
I appreciate it.
a lot of credentials. Do you know what's funny? Is that it's not really funny, but like We saw you go through it.
Everything.
Except I missed one. Right, your master's is the only one I missed. But
Right, you were at the bachelor's.
yes,
I was
yes, and I'm gonna be at the doctorate. You know, I'm gonna be there
in May.
Me too.
So
Oh,
we're gonna be there.
That
for
was a
fact.
good memory.
That
So
was
yeah, I
good.
know, and that's when I met Mama. You know,
You met Mama.
No,
Yeah,
that's when I met
exactly
her.
what I was thinking. That's what I
And
was
so
thinking.
yeah, we had a ball.
We had a good time.
You know what I'm
We had a good
saying? We had a ball.
Pre-kids.
So
time. Yeah, for kids.
we were different people.
We
But
were
you
much
know-
younger.
Was it much? I don't.
Tawana
Much younger?
Tawanna's mom till tomorrow's like, I can't believe y'all have kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like thinking back is like, man,
somebody's
Yeah.
parents.
little rascals.
I
got
actually
kids
hear
now.
that a lot. Yeah. I hear that a lot.
But I feel like we have all of the things that we need to be good parents.
Yes.
Amen.
Parenting is hard as hell, and we
Bro.
don't have the roadmap to know everything, but we're trying to be the best parents that we can be. And we're taking a lot of lessons. I know
Bro,
for me, I'm
as we
taking a lot
go.
of lessons that
As
I
we
got.
go.
coming
I just
up.
started, so
You know
I'm
what I
learning
think?
from all
I think,
of y'all.
O'Shea, I think you're so advanced in this. And I'm being honest. Because, bro,
we just started.
they say that. They say when you have one is different from when you have two.
Yes.
I've heard that.
You know?
You right now, y'all are you're very strict. You know, you want to fix everything immediately in the
exactly.
moment. That second chick,
You
be
lose
like, "Fuck
control,
that shit."
yeah.
Leave that shit like the third kid and be like,
Yeah,
whatever,
you
right?
lose control
I
of
look
that.
forward to
Yeah, it's so different, but you love all of your kids in
Yeah.
different ways, and that's one of the things that I can say. I love all of my kids, but it's one in particular that shows me a mirrored reflection of me that I
yourself.
have a closer connection with because it's literally me in a
I
very
have
small
a friend.
form. Yeah.
That says exactly what you just said.
Yeah.
He has one that mirrors him. He's so mad at him, but then he can't be mad at him because he
it's
knows
literally
it's
you.
him.
Oh,
It's
wow.
you,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying?
It's
Yeah,
you.
he has a very strong personality.
Yes.
He's like, bro, I see this kid, and I sometimes want to strangle him, but then that's me.
That's me. I want to turn them upside down. But you like, I know why you did it because I wouldn't did that
Exactly. I
silly
would
shit
have
to
done
you.
this.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
That's crazy.
I like that.
Yo, so how is it? Let's go back to the beginning.
Okay.
Mercy.
And I would not say
101.
I'm
West
trying not
103rd.
to. I'm trying not to.
Just got that. Finally, something I caught in LA.
I don't know. Maybe we're gonna say the name of the company where we met, but I don't know. I
Well,
don't wanna
none of
give
us
it a
work
face.
there anymore. But
Yeah, but I don't know. I
we could just
don't
say
wanna-
we met working for an insurance company, a very large one.
Yeah, okay, cool.
That's how you say
So
it. That's how I always
Second
do.
largest. They didn't fire everybody.
And we left before that. Ain't
We
that
left
some
Yeah,
sort
we
of
did.
fuck
We
guys
left
do it?
before.
My
we left
friends
before it
had
got
worked there
crazy.
for
God would do it.
decades, and they on the unemployment line. It's a scandal and a shame. I'm serious. Y'all
Okay,
got-
listen, because there was plenty of people that ate
Yes.
that. What they call it, or drunk the Kool-Aid is what they used to call it.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Drunk the Kool-Aid. That company
Yeah.
could do no wrong, baby.
They couldn't at the time. Let me tell you, if I didn't have to move after I got married, I probably would still. I would have said that because I was
You would've
ready to
stayed
give it
there?
101.
I had this manager.
Yeah.
That after the one manager brought me here, and she and I are connected to this day.
That's good.
She came onto my dissertation defense, which was real for me.
Tell me about that.
And when she passed me off to her comrade, her colleague, that was when my career at this company just went to hell. And I said, I'm gonna have to finish up these degrees and things because I got to find another way. Because me and
I
him,
think
we
she's
didn't
so
see eye to
cool.
ass.
So that was
If
your
she ever
reason for
sees
finishing
this, I
school?
think-
Well, it was motive. I was gonna go to school anyway because my mom was like, "You too smart not have these degrees."
Mm-hmm.
So I knew I was gonna go to school anyway. But like, I know I hated working for that particular person.
Okay.
Because he was a and so because of that, I knew he was my driving motivation to say I took a pay cut leaving that company
Yeah.
of about $27,000, and that's why I love my wife because she stuck with me after I started making significantly less money.
But that's
I had to
real.
build back up. You
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
me?
yeah. That's real.
And
That's
I
real.
left there.
We didn't talk about your experience. Well, we'll get to that in a second. 'Cause I don't
I
mind
do
getting
have
into
just
it because
one
I
question.
did not. Okay.
Before we move on from it, sorry. But when we talk about your degrees and stuff, what? Well, did your mom go to college?
I'm first generation. I'm first generation college student. My grandmother had a 10th grade education. My mother graduated from high school, and my mother said, "You are going to go to college."
Okay.
And,
Love it.
And I had an extended route because at 18 I was hired by said company, and I started working my way up through the company, and I ran into said manager. She was my first manager got me through the
Shout
SPP
out to her,
program.
though.
Shout
Yes,
out,
for
shout out
real,
to Trina.
for
Shout out
real.
to Trina.
Yeah.
And she was just like, Ross, she said, if you want to grow, you need to go. She said it's a unique opportunity.
So why did she tell me that? Now I feel bad. Why did she tell me if I had to...
Wait, what?
Why did she tell me if I had to grow, I needed to go? She didn't tell me that. She let me on.
She didn't even tell me to go to school, and I wonder why she didn't tell me that.
Well, see, I was in Georgia.
Oh, wait. Was it so you can go to school or to go to another company?
She was saying that, I was around my entire family. And she said, and she knew me from the time I was 18 years old.
Okay, got you.
And she said, in order for you to grow, there's a unique opportunity. Because at first, Texas office had opened, and I was like, okay, boom, I'm gonna try Texas out. She was the same, friend.
I was gonna go to Katy too. I don't know which Texas.
Was
Katy.
But that was before it became like a big thing. But
and so she was just like, okay, she said that's a good idea, but she said if you hold on a few more months, I know something else that's kind of brewing in the background because she already knew that they were gonna put her.
Yeah,
and so after that time, man, like. When she got the got the invitation to come, and I'm sitting there looking like a duck, like, dang, this is the person that's been kind of motivating me this whole time.
Here, it's real, yeah.
Like, what I'm about to do. And I went and talked to her. I was like, congratulations. And she was like,
hey, she's crazy.
She said, oh, okay. She said, yeah. So she said, but there's going to be some more opportunities. I think you should think about it. If you really want to grow, you should go. There'll be a lot of opportunity there. We kept in communication. And when that opportunity came for me to come up there, she
held her part.
She held her part.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
But I'm here for it.
Yeah, that's how I got it.
But they always say once you make it to a certain level, you always supposed to reach back. And I always live by that.
Back.
I don't care what title I held, I'm going to bring somebody else back. And don't let it be the underdog, because baby, they finna come.
She was
I
my
love that.
She motivated me to come, yeah.
Who would have knew?
Yeah.
And then that's how we all met.
Yeah, that's how we met. That's how
we were all transplants.
And you were from Fredericksburg? No, Virginia Beach.
No, I was from Fredericksburg. Good old Fredericksburg, Virginia.
Originally from Indy. Can I tell y'all what's funny about how we met or how I got in?
Oh, yeah, please tell us.
Did I tell you that story before? So when I applied, they told me I didn't qualify.
Dang.
I applied as an NDP.
Okay. Yeah. You applied to entry level.
No, I was entry level.
I was entry level.
And crazy enough, they said I didn't qualify. So I was like, okay. So I went to the office and I was stopped in front and they were like, who are you looking for? I remember the name of the HR person that sent the email that said, I wasn't getting the job. So I was like, I'm looking for this person. Ooh. And then they're like, okay, the person will call you in. And I stayed. And then I forgot who the person was.
That's
It's been a long time. No, it wasn't. Then I went in, we're like, I was like, I'm trying to, I said I'm overqualified for this job. And I'm trying to see why you said I wasn't qualified.
Oh, you were determined. I like it.
Then she was like, well, one thing, I was like, you know what? It don't matter. She was like, well, but then we have this position available. Would you want it? I was like, yep. It was a sales job. Keep in mind, I was working in a warehouse at the time, so I was like, anything they gave me, was better. Okay. So then they gave me sales, and then we got in, and it was orientation, and the guy from Haiti, what was his name?
I remember.
Was he tall? He was tall, right?
Interesting haircut.
Gideon. Was it a
Gideon.
Oh, come on, T with the name.
Yeah, thank you. Gideon was like, he was like, we're looking for people in management, NDP program.
He was very much like you.
I went back to him, and I was like, bruh, here's my resume. Oh, it's right here. No, you can get more. You can get more. You can get more. He was like, we're looking for people in management, blah, 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 blah. This is the specification, blah, blah. So I went to meet him after. I was like, bro, this is my resume. I'm overqualified, and I don't understand why they didn't give me the job. He looked at it, and the next day he said, come for an interview.
Come on.
Amen.
Can you shout the man out because he was a black man? Yeah. Mind you, that was a black man, and Ross was a black woman. Just to be clear,
let you know.
And he was like, "Come in," and we had the interview. And I
remember him. I liked him.
I got a promotion that fast, bro.
Ain't that something?
Amen,
bro.
Ain't that something?
It was like my dad till tomorrow thinks about. It was like, bro, that was God all the way. I'm like, yeah,
that was God.
It was, bro. So then I give him credit to that. Always do.
That's what's up.
And then thank God everything went good, and then we all met. Because if not, bro, I probably would be somewhere
Oh, so
else.
within that program, that's how you ended up in the department that
That's
I
how
was
you-
in.
yeah,
Yes, that's how we all ended up in the same
Sexual
department.
services.
Yeah,
Because I met you first, right? Before
Yeah.
Ross?
Yeah, Ross came in after. Yeah.
Yeah, I came after.
I thought he was a little
So
weird
what was
at first.
exact? Oh wait,
Did I say-
hold on.
Oh.
So this is where we're going into. What was your first impression
Oh, that's a good one. Okay.
of the other person when you met? All right, so I want y'all to start. I can start with Tawana, and I'll go to O'Shea. I'll start with Tawana.
You better not say nothing
Then
crazy.
somebody else will go. Then I'll come back to O'Shea
Okay.
at the end of it, right? So
Okay.
Tawana, let me tell you, man, she acted high and mighty.
Well,
Hi,
She
Mike.
acted so bougie. She felt like she was coming from Virginia,
Facts.
and she had it all together. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
She had. I remember that.
You had to
that
get to
she
know her.
had this.
Yeah, that's true.
This I cannot forget. I'm sorry, but they always just stick. It sticks. I'm sorry. Yeah, this cheetah pants. I can't. It was a skirt. It was a long.
It was a skirt.
Yeah, you remember? I remember it like it was yesterday, and that was it.
cannot.
And we sat together during like the training
Yeah.
for Emergency Roadside. I don't know what she thought about me, but at first I just said, but eventually we clicked, and she was cool.
So you just thought I was bougie?
I thought so too, and I would say the same for my brother. He was too. Very,
I think
very.
we were both a
he
little
was so-
bougie, like just a little bit.
Oh, you know what?
my
Send me those
God.
pictures.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put
That's a
these
good one.
pictures
That's
up.
a good one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put these pictures up so y'all can see
That's
what
a
I'm
good
talking
one.
about.
I was
So
young. Okay.
I met oh bro, I'm trying to remember his name when we met before he changed that. What was it?
Who?
Yeah.
Oh, child.
Oh.
It wasn't
You.
O'Shea Jackson. It was Alonzo.
Alonzo.
Ross.
It
Was
was
he
very
Alonzo Ross
Hispanic.
before he changed to O'Shea?
Who changed
Yeah.
your name?
Yeah.
Okay. So when I
Just look for me.
all right, let's keep going.
Yikes.
So I met him. He was like proper. You know when you say when somebody's like
You ain't lying.
proper? He was a proper.
Listen.
Yeah,
You
I don't
are
want to say
lying.
cat
I
man,
worked in
but like,
insurance, and I had to do what we call language alternation.
No, baby.
Whether or not I was selling insurance to a janitor or the CEO,
It was beyond
this
that.
voice had to catch.
He was a
beyond
proper man.
that. Yeah, I'm
he
with
was
you.
a proper man, which he articulated everything at a level where you have to come correct, or you sound stupid. You know what I'm saying? Or you.
Continue.
Continue.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
He's
Y'all
sending
cannot-
you pictures. He's sending you pictures.
Okay, y'all cannot be
Reminiscing.
doing that. We gotta say it to the mic. Y'all cannot be doing that. Whatever it is, it's
Don't
okay.
hold
Say
any
it to the mic.
Right, no secrets, no secrets.
No secret.
Okay,
Say
here
it
we
to the
go.
mic.
Here we go. Mhm.
So you had to come correct. So you know, knowing that and knowing Alonzo at the time, met that you know, someone like me had to be like, you know, bring out my educated part, just so you can know that I ain't no little kid or
Right,
little
right.
shit
You
to
right
mess
about it.
with and all that stuff. And guess what? We connected.
We connected.
You know,
We
that's the
did.
craziest thing. You come up, you come right, you come correct to people. We connected. So
I like that.
That's my own. If I remember it well enough,
Yes.
that's my story of how.
Let me
we
tell
met.
them my story how I met
All right,
you.
here you go.
So he is correct. We were sitting beside each other and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But at first, I thought you talked too much. No, I thought he was really a talker. Like I'm not good. People that are talkers, I'm like, no, they about to get on my last nerves. We're not gonna get along. But I also thought you were very smart. So I'm like, And then you would kind of ask me questions and stuff, and I was like, I don't know if this man trying to flirt with me or what, but I was confused, thoroughly confused. Okay. Then after a while, I think somebody told me about you. I can't remember who it was, but somebody in that class told me about you. I think it was Mallory. And I was like, okay, we might be able to get along. And then I don't know. From then on, it just stuck. I don't remember where at what point it stuck, but it stuck. And then we was just cool. And I made a friend in that class because I ain't had no friends in that class. So Nelly was my friend.
All right.
And then Ross, I don't remember yours. The only thing I remember is that you were very proper. I feel like we had a mutual, I ain't gonna say friend.
Acquaintance?
Yeah.
Initials.
Okay.
Initials.
Q.
Oh.
We had a mutual person. You know what I'm saying? Okay, awesome.
There was a lot of moving parts going on during that time.
Yeah, no, really, for real. But yeah, so I think that's how
she came for me in a couple of instances, and I found out later after the fact. It was really interesting.
No, I didn't know that too.
We were
talk
actually
about
kind of
that
like friends, low key, for real. I thought we were like cordial because we were all living in the extended stay together.
Well, I'm
when we
glad
first got here.
y'all didn't. Well, okay, we got.
Yeah, we're
about that
after
offline.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh my god!
But nevertheless, I got introduced to him through somebody else, and honestly, I think the first time I was just kind of like, I don't know how to take him. It was just one of those.
Most people say that until they get to meet
I just didn't know. But I'm also, I could get along with just about anybody to an extent. But I place people on different levels at the same time.
Yeah.
So I think it took me hanging out with you a couple of times to actually be like,
we went out to dinner,
we
went out to
vibe.
lunch a couple of times.
Yeah. But at first it was just like, I don't know how to take him. It was much like him. Like, I'm from the East Coast and I just feel like y'all two, like, I don't know. I just didn't know how to take y'all at first. I'm going to just be honest. I don't know. And I feel like I'm also extra, and to Nelly's point, you were very proper. And I was like, now, I'm smart.
Yeah.
But I don't know all the words in the dictionary. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I looked at it too. So I was like, I don't know how far this thing gonna go. But we ended up being cool. We found our way.
And I think I must say that that is an over exaggeration of who I am, how I represent. However, there's so many things that you can say about each of the personalities here.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
however, and we're being very surface, which is cutesy. It's very demure.
You know what I'm saying? It's already there.
However, what I will say is that I was always very much so down to earth, very much so calm and very much so comfortable. But when I met, I think I actually did meet Tawana first, and I met Nelly through Tawana actually. Mm-hmm. So in meeting Tawana, I was just like, oh, she's a big personality. I think that was how I initially captured Tawana. And she was interacting with her team. She was very animated, very much so for the culture, very much so dressed down.
You know what's crazy? You can't even tell right now. There's her personality, really.
That is true.
She's
very much so
like
dressed down, very much so connected to the
That's
people,
true.
but also immensely ambitious. And I do believe that when people are friends and when they build community, there's elements of connectedness that they have. And so I saw the ambitious that she had, and I was like, shit, that's me. That's me. Like, so that was kind of like our connectedness. But,
that's what it was.
And so I saw that community. And I noticed that this guy continued to like come over and he was always like talking to her. They would always laugh. And I was like, who the hell is that? And so I actually kind of started talking to him too. And I was like, oh, that's Nelly. That's Ayodeji. And
you said
and we spoke about
He
did. And he spoke about when he went to Gambia, right?
I went to Gambia and Ghana.
And Ghana, and then
so
we had some.
But I was the bougie friend.
And he could pronounce.
He could pronounce your last name. I could not. I'll say it myself. I could not. I think that's how we actually started connecting.
Till day she can't pronounce.
Yes, I can.
I think we talked about kind of like cultural connection. So Nell and I always had this opportunity because I like to think I'm an international traveler, and I'm also very much so connected to culture and learning different cultures. So I was always very interested in like Nigerian culture and learning the different things. And so he kind of educated me on that. And so we tapped in there, and I feel like through Tawana, we were connecting, and so it was just an organic mix for the three of us because we started going out, we started going to parties and going out
so true, because you couldn't tell us nothing. We were everywhere together.
Yeah, we did.
We were everywhere together.
Everywhere together, and then we just brought people in through that.
Brought people in,
but it was always us three. That's so true.
That's true.
That was good. You summarized that good.
I don't know why. Maybe because everyone moved on, but it never really, nothing else stuck after that.
Yeah. Talking about like as friendships? Is that what y'all mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll talk offline, but there was some connectivity and some congruence with different friendships. However, the organicness of friendships, as my sister said, like friendship should be easy.
Yeah.
Right. So if I have to fight with you to be your friend, like, I don't want to sound like kindergarten or elementary like my kids, but if I have to fight with you to be your friends, maybe we're not really friends.
I agree with
We're
you.
not. That's what I said. We're not.
Yeah,
if you have to get to that level.
Yeah.
No, because then if you're my friend for real, we should be able to, lay it down
organically.
Yeah.
And trust
even taking it past
and then
that
move
level.
forward after that.
Yes.
I agree.
If we can't move forward, then let it.
We're not
let it
friends for
just-
real.
But there should be no jealousy
away.
in friendship.
Right.
That all comes with being an easy friendship, right? I should be
Let's-
able to tell you something, and you just how you
Let me-
became Dr. Ross. You should be able to
Let's-
tell us that, and we celebrate it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But there should be no jealousy in that.
Let me bring a piece in real quick to bring in this point you're saying.
Okay.
2018. I don't know if you left 17 or 18. I think you left 17. 17.
I was like,
2017.
you left Indy?
So you left what year? I left 18.
I left in 2022.
All right, 22. So this is what I'm trying to say is at some point we all dispersed, right?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
it's like it never left regardless, because then when we got back together,
Like we never left.
it was like it was still there, right?
Yeah.
Even though we communicated maybe once or twice in a year
Yeah.
and whatever it was during that period,
year.
that's how you know the
Yeah. That's kind of rough.
I think it was a little bit more frequent than what he recalled.
Yeah, that's
okay.
a little
All
rough.
right. So I'm sorry. Yeah,
Maybe
because I don't.
quarterly.
I mean,
Yeah, I at
that's
least know
not true.
on my end. I definitely, well, for me, I
Tawana
know
We
I,
didn't
always
talk
reached
quarterly.
I am that person. Everybody can say
Tawana
that.
always reached out.
Yeah.
Quarterly?
Yeah.
We
I
spoke
would
quarterly.
at least say quarter. We definitely
I
spoke
don't
more than
know.
twice
I
a
remember-
year.
I remember. What I'm saying, I remember.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
either ways, at the end of the day, it's like when we get together, it's like magic. Still,
Yes.
it's
That's
like
true.
there was no gap, there was no whatever, and I have my own flaws because in whatever it is, like as long as I see you okay, I just know you're good. I just want to know, and I'll be worried if I haven't heard from you in a while. But as long as I see somewhere that you're okay, my mind tells me you're good.
okay. For
you
sure,
know,
for sure.
that's me. So
You're a guy.
I had my own flaws there. Yeah, pretty. I guess I had my own flaws there, but still, my point is when then we meet in a room,
Yes.
it's magic again.
It
Yeah,
is.
I agree.
It's magic every time. That to me, when you say the simplicity that comes with friendship,
Yeah.
that's it right there.
So it goes back to what Ross was saying
Ross
about
was
it being
saying,
organic.
Yeah, being organic. It's not like
Ooh, that's a good
some
one.
people are like, oh, you haven't spoken to me in a week or 2 weeks. Now we haven't.
We
No,
got
we're not
problems.
dating.
No, we don't have problems.
No, we're not
problems.
dating. Yeah.
That is a misalignment of expectation. When we have a misalignment of expectations of what a friendship is, that's when we run into that.
There it is.
Thank you.
There it
But when
is.
we
Thank
are
you.
congruent and when we are aligned and we understand
sir.
what the expectations are, we are all grown folks.
Yeah.
All of us are parents. All of
Yeah.
us are trying to work and trying to grind and trying to get
Exactly.
it. There are going to be some missed calls, but it's all love because guess what? As soon as I get an opportunity, I'm hitting you up.
calling you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
real.
that. Ooh, that was real.
You know what's
I like
stupid?
that.
I'm taking this back old school, right?
Come on,
Okay.
old school.
Yeah. So before there were phones,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right.
people had the patience of waiting to hear back.
You had to write. You had
That's
to write a letter.
real. That's real.
Blue
So
screen.
now people feel like if they call you, you gotta respond. People feel like if they call you or text you, you gotta respond right away. They
Immediately.
forget that you have a life.
I would just like to say before we continue, I am that person. If I send you a text, yes, I'm looking for you to respond. Preferably in the next 2 hours. Okay?
Oh my god!
I'm just saying. Because I am that friend if I see you on social media.
Oh, you can be on social, but you can't text
Because
me
why
back.
you ain't text me back?
That's fake.
Because I really thought our friendship was organic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I thought we was family. But family don't do each other like that.
Right.
They text
All
back.
right. Yeah. That's not. All right. Well,
Baby.
we good.
And you and that pour, I don't know what's going on. I'm not
I
the
think I
same
might
anymore. I
get
don't have
another
kids.
I see.
I should have brought 2, but it's okay. All right, here we go. We keep going. So I think that's it. I mean, it sets that precedence for friendship to where you don't expect it to be like every 2 seconds or whatever,
Yeah.
every 5
not
seconds.
real.
You got to communicate. But as long as when you communicate, you communicate right. You know what
I
it is,
agree.
and you
I agree.
you touch on what is important and what is fair.
So I do have a realistic example because yesterday, one of my friends actually lives here, sent me a text and they were like, "I'm so sorry I've been you said I could cuss on the podcast?"
Yeah.
Okay, because
Go
have
ahead.
we been cussing prior?
I haven't cussed.
I don't know. It's
I
not
don't
good.
cuss.
Okay.
I don't
you
cuss.
good?
Well, okay, so she was like, sorry, I've been a shitty friend,
Okay.
and haven't been around, seen the baby, da 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 da. And I was like, back in the day, I probably would have called that person out. I ain't gonna hold you. But I was like, you know what? Life has been life for everybody. Like, my mindset is so different now. And I'm like, there's so much going on. And even in my own world where I'm like, it's okay. Like, you know? But because you hit me and you said you're trying to, you know, come through this weekend, whatever the case is, like, and you acknowledge that you haven't been around. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm like, I didn't even have to tell you that. I had to put up a fight about it. Like, it is what it is. But I didn't give the person no grief. Shout out to me.
Yeah. So some people feel like, you know, with friendship, you got to reciprocate on the same level that person is given.
I used to feel like that.
Yeah. I just want to hear you. Okay, you can go ahead with your what it was and what it is, you know. And O'Shea, if you think that way too, you can go on that. So go ahead, Tawana.
I used to feel like that, and that's just because I felt as though I gave my friends a lot. And I was always like the planner. I was always the one trying to connect everybody, get everybody together, checking up on people, even if weeks. That's why I was like twice a year, child. That was a lie. Maybe for you and Ross, but not for you and me. But that's no shade. Right, but that's just because on my end.
That's how you move.
Yeah. So I used to feel like people should do the same thing with me. However, after, you know, growing up, gaining some years of experience throughout life, I don't feel that way anymore. I feel like if we are friends, everything is authentic or organic, like you said, then even if we miss out like a couple of weeks, or if I don't hear from you, once we get together, everything will still flow like we have. And we can still catch up on everything that we missed during those weeks. So that's just how I feel now. But before, I was definitely like that. Like, it should be reciprocated. Now, I still hold boundaries. Please do not get me wrong. Because if I do feel as though, like, let's say I'm always there for a person and they're not there for me, whether you call because you need, you know, a shoulder to cry on or something, and then when it's my turn to do that, like, you're nowhere to be found. Now, that's different.
I'm not available.
Yeah, that is different. And for that, then, I would back up. I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
So I think I have a little bit of a counter belief or alternative belief, if you will. Much like a relationship, nothing will always be 100. There's often times in any type of relationship that includes humans, there'll be someone that's 80-20. There's someone that is 70-30. There's someone, you know what I'm saying, that's 60-40. And I ain't going to do too much more because my math will get off. But there'll always be one person. Like it's on. There'll always be one person giving a little bit more than the other person in a friendship.
It's always going to be that.
Yeah, but however, if there's an opportunity for you to be a friend, right? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It ain't always going to look the same. And one friend maybe have a little bit more going on than the other friend has going on. But if you uplift your friends in times that they need you, when they call you, you're there. That's the part that I think that actually matters, because human beings, when we have those pseudo expectations, and we have these expectations of humans that they don't live up to, sometimes they do and don't know that you have that expectation of them, and you let them down. Then it's like, oh, I'm pissed off at you, but I have no idea that you're pissed off.
You felt that way.
I have no idea.
That was good.
Yeah,
I never thought about it in that perspective.
That precedes, or not necessarily precedes, but like, well, it does precede any form of ships.
Yeah.
Communication. It's being honest and being true. Okay. Right? Whatever, how you feel, whatever it is, be blunt and be open about it. Right? Just come and say, hey, you did this, you said this happened, and I feel a certain type of
awareness. Let's talk about
exactly the awareness. Yeah.
I like that.
That precedes everything else. You know. So if I don't know, guess what? I can't change it.
I can't address it. I can't change it.
And like you said, that's for any relationship. That was good.
Any type of ship.
And you know what? That's crazy, because that can take you from level 1 to 10 real quick, right?
Yes.
Because like that can say, okay, I understand it now. We're good. You know, just because we had that conversation. But if you took it all in and say, you know what, I'm just pissed, I'm not going to have that conversation with him, I'm going to judge him for that, then you lose up on a whole lot of things you could have fixed.
That's right.
And I think that comes with maturity. At some level. Yeah, the older you get.
Well, we're a lot more older than we were when
we
first knew each other.
But do you do that? Do you hold people accountable to the extent that Nelly is referring to?
I think I hold people accountable now in life. I think that number has dwindled. I'll give you an example. My kids are in elementary school. So right now, my daughter that's in third grade, everyone is her friend. These are my friends. Those ain't your friends, baby. Those are acquaintances. Listen, I'm letting her make it. But and she will find out that little Susan don't really mess with her for real.
Yeah.
So I don't hold people to that level of accountability all the time because I know that people fit within their buckets.
Yes.
And when you move with people in their bucket, which I can expect people out of bucket A, I know that you're gonna be there whenever I call you.
This is why you have your doctorate, bro.
I'm gonna be there regardless of what's going on in my
I'm sorry,
life.
baby, because he said this is why you have your doctorate. Hold on, don't miss my doctorate degree.
I'm
I
saying you're not.
Hold
Okay,
on,
wait.
hold on, because in the beginning, remember I spoke about levels. I didn't know what level to put y'all in. Did you catch it?
She said it. She apologized if she started.
See what we're talking about.
She said it from the beginning.
I'm not saying you didn't. You touching those two.
She did.
Bro, just so
saying,
y'all
give me my
know,
credit.
I do not have any friend that is not smart. Just so you know, I'm just being honest. I don't have any friend that is not smart. I don't. But I'm just saying that because you know the way you brought it to, you explained it, you brought it back down to like even a person in third grade, right?
He did explain
you
it.
brought all about
elementary.
That's what I'm talking about.
Elementary level.
Sorry.
I agree with
Yeah,
that.
that's what I'm getting at is that they're friends for everything, right?
Yes.
And if you put them in their place, like if you are a friend for this spot, that's your spot.
I'ma leave you there.
Thank you. If I then take you and put you in a different spot, I'm wrong.
That's right.
Because that's not your spot.
That ain't your spot. I put you in bucket 1 when you should have been in
When
bucket
you
3.
should have been bucket.
So I can't even be mad.
I can't even be mad.
Thank you.
I'm mad at myself because I put you in the wrong bucket.
Because I put you in the wrong bucket.
I swear I be mad
Bro,
at
that's what I'm
myself.
talking about. That's what I'm saying. So the way you dropped it, that's what I brought that up.
Elementary.
Yeah.
That was
pretty much.
good.
So I'm not saying you didn't say it,
I know. I just wanted it to show on the podcast that was my credit.
No,
that was your
that's
credit.
all.
You said it first.
We're giving
That's
you
all.
our
Yeah.
kids. That's your credit.
Yeah, you
But
heard
our
it
kids,
first.
and I wish that we thought a little bit more like kids as we've matured.
Sorry,
because go ahead.
Even the guy say it. No, I'm just saying it real quick. And I gotta bring this. Even the Bible says it, bro.
Amen.
You
Amen.
It does.
It says, come to me as a child.
As a
Because
child.
the child mentality is
It's pure.
mentality. It's pure.
It's
bro.
pure.
So I'm sorry that I had to.
No, we
No,
have
that
all
was
of this.
good. No,
That's
no,
great.
that was good.
All of the nuances.
y'all say that about Nelly when it gets, but you know.
Well,
Well,
we didn't tell the people about that, but
No, we didn't talk
let's
about
not.
it.
No, we're not.
We
We're
glad
not
we
saying
did.
it. We're not
Yeah.
saying it fully.
we can
We're
get
not saying
into it later.
fully.
Now.
No.
You wanted to get into it off, Mom?
We can say whatever. Let me tell you something. The whole point of this is we can share whatever.
it's real.
It's real.
Okay.
It's real. It's authentic. It's organic.
As long as it doesn't, at the end of the day, put me in trouble tomorrow.
Oh, all right now. Speak
that's
your
why
truth or
look,
forever
let
hold
us
it.
know what's filtered.
Oh,
Let me
Hey.
tell you about friendship, right? There's certain secrets that is
secret.
over
Child, let him
years.
finish his statement.
It's true.
Okay.
There's certain secrets over years that y'all have like,
Held on to.
yeah, we don't say that anymore because those times are past.
What secrets? Smell
I don't know. I'm not saying anything.
He said the time has passed, so we don't say it anymore.
We don't say it anymore.
I bring up stuff to Nelly all the time.
That's what I'm saying.
Because it been fixed, I'm going to bring it up.
I'll bring it up. But you say outside my podcast, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
We're not trying to implicate anyone
Thank
to
you. That's what I'm
anything.
saying. You know,
People have moved on.
You got things you could say. That's what I'm saying. Exactly what I said. We've moved on.
We done some
We have
wild
a lot
stuff
of
together.
Exactly.
A lot of
You can say
characters
some
that we
things
know
that
in
like,
common.
will put me, and I can say something about,
You know, Megan talked about recently when we did that. When we did New Year's at that Japanese restaurant on 86.
Well, I was just thinking that in my head when I made my comment, but let's
Yes.
not talk about it.
we did New Year with.
She said
You
that
weren't.
was there.
I don't think you were with
Yeah.
us.
You
It was
went with us.
us.
It was just us.
It was us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
She
know
said,
why I
"Do
was.
you
You
remember
don't know why I
yeah,
wasn't
we
there.
don't need her to reminisce, baby. But we love Megan much like Donnie. You know they always bring up stuff they ain't supposed to bring up.
Hey,
We had a
shout
good
out to
time.
Megan.
I
man.
love their wives, y'all.
I love to
Love
Megan.
their wives.
We had a good time, but she
Yeah.
brought that up because we
That's
we
funny,
don't
though.
we really don't do a lot of things like anymore.
We
Like,
can't.
we got a babysitter.
No, y'all don't say that because we
We
can.
really
We
can't.
just
We
have to
probably could, but we don't.
go the
so
extra.
when you have
can't,
multiple
y'all.
children,
I don't care what you say.
you have to plan that thing out. Like
No,
months in
I
advance.
agree.
Beyond planning.
I agree.
Beyond planning. Except you're like out of, like, you know, you have the next day still to yourself.
Yeah,
You know, because then you're still thinking, hey, I gotta be up in the morning.
Just
I
like
gotta still do this
Oh,
and
that's
that.
so true.
you still restrict yourself regardless.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That is
yeah.
Would you say you have a good support system? No, this is kind of off topic, but real quick. Would you say you have a good support system?
I think with, of course, Megan's family lives here. I'm from the South, as you couldn't tell by there's like twang in my vernacular. I'm from the South. So my whole family is there. And so Megan's family's here. We have a really good support system. But I'm a type of, and I'm starting to relinquish just a little bit of what you and I were talking about earlier, about we don't just let our kids just go and parlay everywhere. Right? So there's a few people that I trust with my kids, and there's a few people I don't trust with my kids. So Megan's mother and sister, like, they that's where my kids can go. Okay. There's two people, but those are also two grown people that have their own lives. Yeah. So if we're saying, we want to do something, you gotta watch it. Yeah. And so when Megan and I, for example, we just getting back from Puerto Rico, right? And so we're gonna get to talk about that. Yeah. But going to Puerto Rico, they stayed with Megan's mom and Megan's sister. Okay. And we have a good support system because we were gone for 5 days and we did not worry about our kids. FaceTimed them every day, but boom.
I know that's right.
Y'all was good. Yeah,
that's good. I love that for y'all.
We needed it.
For sure.
We needed it.
It's I tell anyone, like, all right, this is not a marriage, whatever, but if you're married, I think you should find time just for you and your spouse.
I agree.
Amen.
Outside
so you can remember that you're married.
Well, I think that's even if you're not married though, and you're in a long-term relationship, and you have kids. I agree.
Find time, just you and your significant other, not necessarily spouse now. Change that
because you get so consumed with being a parent that becomes your life. And what we have to realize with parenting is that you are a temporary guardian of someone that will become an adult. When that person becomes an adult, they're gonna move on with their lives. Yeah, man.
It's gonna be both of y'all. Right. And then y'all would not know how to.
Now y'all don't know what
y'all
to do.
Would not know how to. Yeah, y'all would not know how to interact.
Stuff don't work the same no more
because you spent 18,
because y'all ain't 19, been practicing.
20 years.
Like, what's going on?
Yeah, you spent 20 years not being that person. And you don't know how to be that person anymore.
Amen.
Yeah, that's crazy, but
we got to discuss that. We got to hit that
topic.
Just so y'all know, we're definitely gonna have another session talking about some other things. Parenting,
relationships.
Actually, I don't know about relationships, but
we all have. If you think about it, though, we could talk about relationships because we all experience different relationships and statuses. Yes, it's all different.
Not friendship this time. We're talking about marriage and
we've all been married before.
Yeah, we've all.
Father God, in the name of Jesus. Yeah.
Facts, we've all been married before.
It's a fact.
So we're going to talk about that in parenting too.
It's important.
So we'll continue to talk about
love
friendship.
Our kids.
That's part of friendship.
So in between, we've had people come and go. Yes. And why do we think that was and it never stuck? Right? You don't have to name names or
we ain't got
I don't think. Thank you. Please
don't.
They
know who they are. I hope they
come on.
You know what's crazy? Is that I still one-on-one. I still love them. In the
bless your heart.
Bless your heart.
Thank you. In a very friendship way, but then it's like, like we said, worlds apart. Everyone got busy with life, and then we never dimmed the fit to say, hey, let's always pull back in and just that 1 minute or that 2 minute, let's have that conversation. So why do y'all think that it never stuck for some people?
I think that the relationship's soiled like a dirty pamper for some of us. And I'm sorry, I do have a child still in Pampers. I'm trying to get him potty trained, but we're going to keep praying.
Oh, how's that going? Wait, sorry. Hey, Tony.
I'm sick of it. At this point, bro, you eat meat. Your stuff stink. Like you eat meat, bro. Like I'm trying. Like you, if you can actually put your legs up, that you can sit on the toilet, bro.
Oh my.
My mom always says, if you could bring your pamper to me, it's time for you to get on the toilet.
It's time to get on the toilet, bro. Like, I'm over that.
If you bring your pamper to me, tell me to change you, baby.
No, he's not even doing all that.
Michael O'Shea will walk up to you and be like, change me.
Bro, what?
Yeah. Bro, what?
Tony
doesn't do that. Oh, no, toilet,
Tony
baby.
comes to you after he's peed or pooed. He's like, I peed.
Bro,
but
what?
See, even that, if you could verbalize it to me, baby.
You tell me before you
bro, you got this whole Elmo toilet right here beside the big toilet for you, bro. But I will tell you, girls are so easy, bro.
I love to hear that.
Girls are the because girls, they don't want it sitting on their little stuff, right? So they like, ew, yucky. My daughter she was potty trained before she turned 2. She was like 18, 19 months.
I have a friend.
Yeah.
I have a very close friend. You know, shout out to him. He had triplets, right?
Yikes.
And he had 2 boys and 1 girl.
One okay. Done, though. I'll be all right with that.
Yeah. And his girl, she's magnificent, right?
Yeah, she quick.
She started talking way faster.
Girls are advanced.
Well, they say that girls do.
Girls are advanced, bro.
Earlier before the boys did, and she potty trained way faster.
Yeah,
quicker
she's a
than
girl.
the boys did, right?
Yeah.
And we thinking about then we have friends here too that they have girls, and we compare notes, and they're like, yeah, the girls are already training Tony. Tony is still being Tony.
Bro, Tony gonna be Tony,
and
bro.
I got my little girl
because boys, I think it's the way that we're programmed, and this is one of the things we socialize our children. We don't
program them; they come that way.
Yes, we do. We socialize boys.
The Lord just dropped them that way. Okay?
We socialize boys. Let me tell you this. It's about building a generation of care. We socialize boys to build. I just talked to y'all about my son who's already ready to be an engineer. All he does is things with his hands and things with his brain. He builds. Wherein my daughter has a kitchen set. She has babies that she changes.
Did you engineer that? Did you construct that?
That's what I'm saying.
Good question.
It came that way.
Yeah, that's a good question.
They came that way. I don't know.
All I know is my daughter, we didn't have to buy Pampers for her this long. My son is 3. At this point, I'm starting to have some questions. Son, I don't know whether you want to just be pampered. We already provide you with all your meals. Now you want us to wipe your behind. This is ridiculous, son. And I have a conversation with him. I said, Micah, you're so intelligent. Like my son knows big words for 3.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
He knows big words
Micah
for 3.
Son,
he really raw.
He has 2. He has 2
really
older siblings. He got.
That's true.
But
that's a very good point.
But intellectually, I feel like he's advanced for 3. But sir, what I need to do is stop buying $45 pull-up boxes.
I swear them Pampers so doggone expensive, baby. Ooh-wee.
And then you picky about your pull-up, bro. You want Mickey Mouse.
If it's not Mickey, I ain't pulling up.
You won't pull up.
Yeah,
you ain't pulling them down.
Baby,
they get that way. They get that way.
You got the nerve to tell me what kind.
No,
my
they do.
Son loves
you know what's funny? Forget what you just said. You gonna give in.
Oh, I know. Oh, listen.
We're not going to be neglectful. Listen. We just want to encourage.
I already know. You ain't got to tell me. I know.
But you ain't got that long to wait because you have a girl. When
Praise
you have
God.
a girl,
yeah.
I can tell you, my daughter, it was so quick, and because she didn't like it, it got on her nerves. I could tell she was a little frustrated.
I hope that's my daughter.
But my son walk around, he don't care. He like, bro, what we about to eat? Bro, you don't smell that? It's closest to your body.
You probably don't.
It's closest to you, bro.
What you say? You don't smell that?
You don't smell that?
Shit, you probably don't.
Hey, that's a good one.
It's closest to your body.
All right, getting back to it. I apologize.
That's okay.
Yeah, let's get back.
What was the question?
We had a parental break. What was the question?
About friends not sticking, other people not sticking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you were answering that.
Yeah, I was.
How come they didn't stick?
I think they didn't stick because there was a mismatch of expectations. When there's a breakdown of any friendship, it has to do when one party has an expectation that isn't in congruence with the other. Mm-hmm. Okay. This person expected something out of this person that they didn't get, or you outgrew one another, right? There's different phases and places within your life that you literally outgrow.
That's a big one.
I can remember when I used to buy Vans, those little Vans canvas shoes. I would wear those were my shoe of choice when I wasn't wearing dress shoes to work.
Facts. I remember those.
I remember
those.
I had Vans in every color, bro.
Yes,
sir. But there came a point to where I outgrew that, and I said, "Okay, I want some Dunk Lows. Okay, I want some Jordans."
I feel like Vans kind of still fit you in your whole.
It's still well. It's still well.
I do got one pair for real.
All right.
Still well.
Keep it 100.
I do got
real. Still well.
Right.
But those used to be my everydays, and so just like with friends, you have those friends that you outgrow. Mm-hmm. Some people are meant to be a part of your life for a reason, some for a season. And so when we move in that way and we know that, okay, for that season, we was down for each other. I can go back in my Google Photos and pull up photos. We were together every weekend.
I know. But do it not make you sad sometimes?
No, not really. As a grown man,
would you
learn
sad?
how to maneuver.
Well, because those were good. Okay, I guess you could just chop it up to those were good times with that person.
And we're still here.
Okay.
Except someone is gone. That's when we said we're still here. We can still make memories.
Yeah, we can make memories, but you're not. But the reason that the reason is that your family. You'll continue to be friends regardless.
Yeah.
But that particular season, has now passed, and that's a part of my history.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that I used to do that I don't do anymore.
Sure. Yep.
And so that would be how I would answer that question, Nelly. And though, like as Tawana said, like we all love the ways of old. We all miss the times we used to all get together at Tawana apartment, and we all used to get turned and take them pictures that we still got
in my cozy apartment.
in
as
your
they would say, cozy
apartment.
I said, "Child, we did a lot of stuff in that cozy apartment.
We had a time. A time was we didn't have to go to the club.
We
didn't have to
go to the.
Sometimes we made it to the club. Sometimes we didn't.
I said, child, you know it's something when you can go in your bedroom, leave the people out there in the living room,
and you
go
know
to sleep.
good.
And
Yeah,
you go to sleep.
I go right
Bro,
to sleep.
that's the craziest shit ever. But Tawana, I'll let you go before I go. So,
I agree with what Ross said, but honestly, I've only probably had like maybe 3 fallouts of friendships, and that's throughout life. So I probably only had like 3. One in my adult life. So the other 2, my mother had called out. Y'all know.
And she was right.
Yes. That's real. So
she's always right. Just so you know.
I think too. So I agree with everything that you said, right? I think for the most part, mine was like people just outgrowing each other, but also jealousy plays a part in that. And I really had to learn that.
But
like there are people that want
you gotta tell me. You gotta tell me that one. Like I don't see it. I swear to God,
that's real, bro.
I know. I agree. I'm not ignorant of the fact that it exists, but you can't tell. Like I don't see that somebody is jealous of me. It's just somebody else tells me. Like, bro, I don't see it. Like, bro, you the dumbest person to be jealous. Like,
no,
but here's the thing. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be monetary, right? It don't always have to be the car that you drive. It's just your life, like the way that people vibe with you.
Like I don't have what you have. You don't have what I have.
It literally can just be the vibe that you have, the friendship. Let me be for real, because I have a group of friends. My ex likes to say, like, I have too many friends, right? But a lot of my friends have stuck around for years. Like we just connect on that level, and I always say I'm blessed to have the friendships that I have. I understand it and I know it. So when people leave, right, then that's cool because I understand that the friendships that I have are meant to be in my life. Correct. But when we talk about jealousy, it can be anything from even like your friendship circle, because maybe that person doesn't have it. Your vibe with people, it is real. Yes. And I will tell you that I have probably seen it, kind of like relationships, when you see red flags, but you ignore it.
Why do you ignore it?
Well,
that's another conversation. Wait. Hold on.
Okay,
next episode.
Don't worry.
But hold on, I'm gonna touch on it just a little bit. Not on the relationship part, on the
friendship part.
Yeah, on the friendship part, right?
Go for it.
So I will say that was good, right? But let me tell you, I think sometimes that I ignore it just because I'm like in denial sometimes, because maybe it's the liquor or something. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like in denial because I don't want to believe that I would have people around me that's like that.
That's fake. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like that to me is like that's weird. Like, and for what reason? Why would you need to do that around me? You know what I mean? So that's probably what it is. I think I just be in denial. I'm not in denial anymore because I'm getting older and I'm like, I ain't got time for this fake stuff. But I think that's what it was. Like, I was just in denial. And I do choose to see the good in people more so than the bad. That is also a flaw in me. But I choose to see that, which means that sometimes people stick around me longer than they should. And that's all I'll say.
Okay, that makes sense. I agree. I'll bring in a different...
Please do.
You know,
alternative perspective.
I think entry into friendship is also another piece to consider, right?
Okay.
Your friend don't have to be my friend.
My friend don't have to
be your friend.
Glad you said that.
Because y'all got some friends. Y'all are friends I ain't friends with.
So Nelly has some friends that I shouldn't have been friends with.
Amen.
Hello? Well, continue telling the
I don't know what the fuck is... Sorry. I don't know what are you talking about? But anyways, sorry, y'all.
But we love you anyway.
Thank you. So my point is, when we have that entry, you know, not it won't fit in because what eventually what sticks is what the camp was initially, what the originality of the group was, right?
Now, so can I stop you? So what would be your reason for bringing in a new person? Tell us that.
All right. So the reason for bringing in new people is to say, hey, I think you are smart enough, you're good enough, you're whatever enough to meet these people.
Okay.
Now, do I expect that it will be 100%? I don't think so. But do I think it may or may not go? I think so. So then you bring them in and you hope for whatever comes.
Okay.
And now if it doesn't work out, it's not a problem. It's just it wasn't meant to be, which is okay.
Okay.
As long as people understand that it's okay that it doesn't work out, then it's not a big deal. I would never have a problem with you with someone I bring in and he never stuck.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
That makes
because
sense.
the originality of our friendship had nothing to do with those people.
Oh, that's
Right,
you go.
so it don't matter if they're there
I like
or not.
that.
Let's go back. We can go back to 2015 when my mom was here, right?
Okay.
Yes. How many people did I invite?
It was a small, very, very
Seriously.
intimate.
Yeah,
Was it just us? It was just us.
It was just y'all.
It was just us.
Yeah,
I have
and
bad
my
memories
other
from
Nigerian
y'all.
friends. You get what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say? That's it. I didn't bring in anybody else because
No.
I understood that, and the level of friendship that I have,
That's
this
real.
is the people that are beyond that level. I bring you in, right? If anything like that happens tomorrow, like when I have a kid or whatever, I bring them in. Like this is the people, right? I'm gonna mention a name. I'm sorry, y'all. Ramona is like that one person.
I
right?
wish we wouldn't have mentioned the names.
No, I'm sorry. Ramona is one person that I feel like I don't care. It's like
She's a good person, though. Yeah.
I feel like I haven't spoken to her in a long time, and that's because she's distant. And I feel like she'd have appreciated the fact that I have a child. You know,
Yeah, she would
a
love
whole
that.
lot.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And I feel like
She's
there's
very
something
sweet.
she would have missed out. You know, as a friend, there's something she missed out. It's not like we talk every day. It's
That's
not like
real.
we talk every year. But there's someone I know that
She would have
you
loved
know,
that
And
for
I'm
you.
not
Yeah.
mentioning other people, but it is what I'm just using an example because
Okay, I got
that's
you.
someone that is distant that I know that if she was here, she didn't have a kid,
True.
would treat him.
Like hers.
Very true.
You get what I'm saying?
Like
That's why I
hers.
brought
Very
that
true.
in.
Okay.
You know, not for anything else, but that's
Okay.
why I brought that in.
That makes
right?
sense, bro.
And not like they're not other people like that. But I'm just saying, right?
That's
but
one
when it
example.
comes to
Yeah, that was good.
1,
That was
2,
good.
3, this trio, this
Trio?
yeah, I know. Trio, right? I said trio. But whatever.
So
I
I
don't
did
know.
was to drink liquor.
But this trio, right? You know, you get a certain level of security with it, and then anybody else, you cannot confirm this certain level of security with this same set of people. Even though individually, you could have whatever you have with that next person.
For sure.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
That's
Yeah.
why this group stayed intact
This was
beyond
good.
anybody
Good.
else.
That was good.
Yeah, because I
Right.
never
At the
thought
end of
about
the
it like
day,
that.
It's
But
the,
that's
it's,
good.
it's the introduction of those people into that group. It might not survive it. Wow. You
True.
know? Yeah.
That's very
that's
true.
how
That's
I,
solid,
That's,
Nelly.
that's
I
how
don't know
I
if
feel.
you
No,
introduced us
but
to anybody.
y'all stuff is he did.
Ooh, Chad, let me.
He
Okay.
did. But I'm not doing that. I'm not going
Oh,
beyond he did. But I don't know. Well, if you take that, I don't.
We'll just do it off mic. All right, we got it. We got
but
it. We'll talk
he
about it.
did.
Yeah,
You
right.
know
Did
all
y'all
that
got
good
it?
stuff.
Oh well.
Yeah.
All right.
So now we going I feel like we can round it up. We can round it up. So now we are where we are, and
Great conversation.
and
Great
yeah,
combo.
for sure. We're where we are, and now to round it up is like I need y'all to just go through that thing that like why we're here today and why we'll be here tomorrow.
I'm so sorry, but I have this person in my mind, and I'm like,
Go ahead.
Who brought this person to the group? Was it you or was it you?
Who?
It starts with the letter A. Light skin.
It has to be me. It's me.
Ooh, let's talk about it off the mic.
Off the mic, yeah, that's me. But we'll talk off the
All
mic.
right, ask your question again.
So
can
this
round
is it.
off.
Like what? So whenever I do this, I try to recap and I try to like speak to like the younger generation eventually, or
For
even
sure.
current people or people older and people that just want to like learn to hold friendship.
Okay.
Like we've been at it for 10 years, right?
Yes.
Over 10 years.
Over 10 years, right?
Give us our
So true. We're 25, so it's been over 10 years.
Yes.
So we've been at it for that long, and what keeps it fresh? What keeps it sweet? What keeps us going? And how can people really maintain that? Some people struggle, with like holding friendship. It's
Oh,
not-
yeah, for sure.
It's just like people are not people. Some people say people are evil, and I say people are wicked, and I say there's two sides to every story.
Amen.
The whole point of my podcast,
Amen.
either or, is to say where you see good, you see bad. Where you see kind, you see wicked. Where you see true, you see false. Where you see success, you see failure. It's gonna always be that way.
Okay.
The word is that way. You have a front, right?
Amen.
Yes, you do.
You do have a back.
Yes, you do.
You can't just have a front and not have a back. It's impossible, right? So it's always the word is always two ways.
Okay.
No matter how you see it. You're godly or you're ungodly, right? It is whichever way. The world is two ways, right? So, what would you tell people how to keep friendship? How would you say you've sustained this? How would you say it's real for you to keep friendship for a decade or more?
Yeah, that's real.
And just so y'all know, I can almost guarantee another decade. 2 decades, 3 decades of this friendship.
Amen.
Right?
Okay.
I can almost guarantee
We touch and
right?
agree.
I'm being honest.
touch and agree.
Yeah.
I can because we understood each other when even things were at the lowest.
Lowest.
And
That's
we
real.
cannot
Amen.
not understand each other when things are where it is right
At
now
its peak,
because
yeah.
That's right.
because we've lived that life where it could have fallen apart the most.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? At this point in time, only time is the issue, not we as individuals. It's
That's right.
time because we're getting older, we're getting more responsible. So time is the only thing that can keep us apart, but not us as people keeping us apart.
Mm-hmm.
So we understand that. So I know I've spoken too much.
No, that was good. That was good.
I'm gonna push it out
the
there.
conversation
Yeah,
for us.
yeah. So
Absolutely.
I'm
That
gonna
was
put it out
good.
there to y'all. Yeah, I don't know.
You want me to start first?
Please.
I guess I'll
Cool.
start because I'm the one that have like a lot of friends. Well,
I don't.
Well, it's no shade, right? But I've been able to maintain those friendships over decades. So when I talk about decade, I have friends that I've done it over what? How do you say it? Like twice decade? How do you say it?
2 decades.
Two decades. Okay, yeah. So
Tease. Shout out to Tease.
yeah.
I'm sorry,
So
I
I've
had
been
to,
able to do it. It's quite a few people, but
Yeah.
and like I always say, I am grateful for the friendships that I have. And as Nelly spoke about earlier, is holding people accountable for things that they have done to you, whatever the case may be that you are uncomfortable with. And like I said, Nelly was the first person to do that to me. But after that child, it came some other folks. But nevertheless, I am so grateful for them. So I would say to hold a friendship, especially for the amount of time that we have done collectively, right? One would be communication, which Nelly said at his fault he's not great at. However, there's always a middleman, i.e. me.
Yes.
So I don't have a problem with sending out a text just to check on people, things like that, or putting things together so we can all meet up, take a trip, whatever the case is. So that is me. So I think communication, but also even outside of communication, it's getting together like that. How do you say it? Community part. That's not the word. Fellowshipping. That's his word.
Fellowship.
Yes, that's your word.
Let's have
Being
it.
able
I
to
love that.
fellowship with each other is big. And I'll be honest, that is something that I need. When it comes to friendships, especially the amount of friends that I have, like fellowship is big. We've gotten to the point now because everybody have kids and families, whatever the case may be, where maybe there's just one big trip for the year with the friends,
Which is okay.
That's fine.
That's okay.
Amen.
That is very okay.
That is fine. But let's make something happen, right? I would say that those two are the top. Well, I'll add in one more: empathy.
Yes.
Definitely showing empathy, and not to say. I think some people mistake like some people act like some situations could never be them. And that is not my story, but that is what
Bruh.
messes people up when it comes to
You know what's
friendships.
crazy? On a different topic, that's why I don't judge nobody.
That's real, yeah. I used to
I'm not
judge
gonna
people, though, a
go
little
deep
bit.
into
Just
it.
a little.
I
I've
cannot
never
judge you
Just a little.
because
I did, just a
everybody's
little.
story is different.
And
you
that's
know?
why I changed.
And if you don't know, you don't know.
Real, that's real. Because people could judge my ghetto life.
Exactly.
And that's what made me switch it up. I'm like, if you
So
don't know.
I can't. I'm trying
everyone
not
is
to
going
go
through
into that.
something, seen and
Everybody's
unseen.
going. Oh,
Seen
my
and unseen.
God.
Everyone's
Dr.
going
Ross,
through something.
Hold on.
Everyone is going through
Seen
something,
and unseen.
man.
Because social media only shows you a little bit.
One
Let's be
part.
clear.
People
And
lie
that
on
is the most
social
polished part.
That's
Come
a
on.
different conversation
Seen
for another
and
day.
unseen. That's like when you say your prayer to God, forgive me
Yeah.
of my sins. Known
Yeah,
and
no,
unknown.
no, you have to say it.
Come on.
You have to say it out
That
loud.
was good. Now that deserved.
All right.
Yeah. Go
I
ahead,
don't know
Ross.
what that is.
Take it away.
Y'all be doing
I'm gonna
that.
teach you later.
But
It's an agreement, though.
Okay, all right, cool.
Clock
All right.
it.
I'm gonna learn. See, I still gotta learn. I still gotta
Yeah,
learn.
we're gonna put it
So
together.
I guess I would probably offer something very similar, kind of echoing to a lot of degree. But I think the first part is understanding thine own self. To thine own self be true. It's impossible to be a friend to anyone if you're not first a friend to yourself. When we talked earlier about the elements of jealousy, and I can literally count on maybe two hands, one and a half
lost
hands.
for that.
Huh?
Friendship be lost due to that.
Yes.
Oh, two hands?
One and a half. Yeah, literally. When someone knows who they are, and they know the type of friend that they are to themselves,
Okay.
then they can be a friend to someone else. When you're dealing with people that are immensely insecure, people that are insecure in their own right because they don't know who they are, it's impossible for them to be a friend to you. They can't be a friend to you because they don't know who they are.
Bro, that's, oh my God.
Well,
That's another level of conversation, bro. Please, let's have it real quick. I'm sorry. I know we're rounding up. Bro, the most important thing
It's
to self
Come on.
is know who you are.
Know who you
that's
are.
real.
That man in the mirror is your biggest enemy.
Yes, sir.
Amen.
When Michael Jackson said, I'm talking to the man in the mirror, he meant this.
He did say that.
Oh my God. Like, bro,
didn't mean
you
to say
brought
that.
up that. I'm not going to go too far, but that's if I could preach, that's
Come on, if
That's
you
a
that's a
sermon.
sermon.
Oh, and what would be the title of the sermon?
No.
It's impossible for them to be a friend to you if they don't know
They don't
themselves.
know who they are.
That's real.
That's when that
I would
jealousy
preach to
creeps
my
up
kid.
because you have a level of confidence. You have a glow about you that
is.
God has bestowed
Oh, my
upon
God.
you. I want God to have that glow on me, and I don't know why she thinks she all this, and I don't know why she thinks
We
she
had
doing
a
this.
friend. We had a friend.
Talk about it.
We don't. It's not a friend, but we had an acquaintance.
We had a foe.
We had an acquaintance that said that one of the things he struggled with was self-confidence. You cannot move forward as a person if you're not confident of who you are.
There you go. Damn.
I never even thought
Because
about that.
whatever I say to you moves you off,
Kilter.
bro. Then the next person comes, switch it. Oh my God, you're the.
That was good.
So
I
you're
didn't- I
in
never
a
thought about
You
seesaw
have no
with yourself.
ground exactly of who you are, your personality, your morals, your
Change.
standards,
Based on who you with,
bro.
who's talking.
And I just want to say that could go back to relationships, but go ahead.
It
Finish.
goes to everything. It goes to
Finish.
everything. You are right.
Ooh-wee.
It goes to everything that you stand for.
Ooh-wee.
That's right. That's right.
Because then you get moved by the slightest wind that blows,
Yes, sir.
Come on.
and you just, bro, keep going.
Come
man.
on. You go
I'm
with the
telling you,
wind.
bro.
Go with the
You go
wind.
with the wind.
When your
Go with the
confidence
wind.
ain't up there. Come on.
Yeah.
But
You're
I
not
second
rooted. You're not deeply rooted.
Come on. Come on,
You know what I'm
Sermon.
saying?
That's right.
But now,
a
let's keep
second
going,
part
bro.
of that after knowing thyself. Knowing yourself.
Know
Finish.
thyself, bro.
Knowing thyself.
Yes, sir.
The second part of that, going into probably, I would say, phase 2 in establishing friendship is actually being a friend.
Truly.
We have so many different nuances of things that we're battling with day to day.
Oh, Lord,
Seen and unseen. We
Yeah.
have different trials and tribulations in relationship and outside of relationship. Battles that we're battling with internally that prevent us from showing up as our true and our most authentic selves, because we can sometimes try to be everything for everyone. So when you show up to friendship, it's a very important element to literally be able to let your hair down, to literally be that friend, right? And then and the third, and I'll say the final thing, is to show yourself grace, because you've come so
Come on,
far.
Grace.
You've come so far to get to this moment right
You
now.
have.
You got to show yourself grace. And
You
so that's
have.
what I would say. Those would be my
I
three
love
tenets.
that.
Bro,
I
those are good words.
absolutely love that.
Those are good words from
You could've
Tawana.
just did yours.
Those are good words from Tawana and Dr. Ross. I'm just being honest.
Come on,
right?
Dr. Ross.
I gotta give you credit, my brother.
Bless
But
you.
those
That
are
was
those
good.
are like
That was
true
good.
words from Tawana and Dr. Ross. Please, if you don't take anything, they have said things
tight
that
on
would
Frank.
move you for generations to come and would enable you become who you are and who you want to be.
That's right.
But
Yeah,
at the end of
that's
the
good.
day, I'll put one more piece in it, right?
Come on. Close it off.
Right? You're your own person. You're not the next person. Right? Your expectation of yourself doesn't demand the same expectation from your next person, right? Who you are, stick to it. Be grounded in it, right? That's when we say know
Yep.
thyself.
Yep.
But don't
Yep.
expect Nelly to be Tawana.
Okay.
Whatever I give out,
we know.
I don't need to get it from Tawana. No, because Tawana is different.
Amen.
She's unique in her own self, right? O'Shea is unique in its own self.
Very
I don't
unique.
expect that the fact that Tawana did it, O'Shea has to do it. No, they're two different individuals, right? So know yourself, believe in yourself, and when you do it for you. Don't do it for Tawana. Don't do it for Shay. Do it because you. That's who you are. And when you understand that, you understand friendship, right? And you don't think about anybody else but yourself. And when you give with the love that you have, and you don't expect anything back in return. Right. Once you expect something in return, it changes everything else, right? Expect that Tawana will be Tawana, and she doesn't have to be Nelly. Expect that O'Shea will be O'Shea. He doesn't have to be Tawana. It's as good as that. And once you understand that, life is good.
I agree. That was good. That was good, preacher. You summarized everything.
I'm not a preacher.
Yes, God.
Pastor Nelly.
Pastor Nelly.
Nah, probably.
I need another name in front of me. Good Lord. I'm just Tawana.
And that's enough.
So,
and Tawana is enough.
So let me give you a. I gotta do this. I gotta do this real quick. So Tawana doesn't feel any type of way. Tawana is the CEO.
Right, there you go. Boom.
Something dove. Go ahead.
We're gonna have to talk.
Go
about
ahead.
it
No.
on
Just say it. Say it.
It was.
We're gonna talk about career.
Okay.
No. You're not saying it was. You're saying it is.
It is.
Grandma does. Grandma does.
Thank you. Grandma does. She is. So the next, we're gonna talk about. We're gonna have another session where we talk about like being business owners.
That's right.
Right, and being a career educator. Right. Thank you, because he chased education from whatever it is to the max at what it can
that's
be.
Okay.
And Tawana chased. Tawana chased career path all the way to entrepreneurship. That's right. You know, and stuff like that. So we'll compare notes and
yes.
And this too. It's too.
Trying to get into the conversation.
Yeah, but like we'll compare notes because I know some people want to go O'Shea's route in life, and some people want to go Tawana's route in life. So we'll
with no degree over notes. Skills. Clock me on social media. Skills over degrees. Yep.
That's all right. So we're gonna do that too. But thank you all. Thank you all for sticking through this to the very end.
And thank you to Nelly for the liquor and the good conversation.
And the mango.
Mango Last And our biggest sponsor is always Last Kitty. So shout out to Last Kitty. If you ever want to order it, but you see the details. They love the mango. I love the original. As always, you always see me with that popping it. Okay. Because it has less sugar.
I taste that.
Yeah, I haven't tasted it. Yeah, it has less sugar, so I like it.
Less sugar? Well, that's the one with sugar.
We had a great time.
But no, that's because you only had one and you stuck with it.
We had a great time.
That's whatever you brought to us.
No, I brought both, but you at that one time and you stuck with it.
Well, we enjoyed you, and we enjoyed the audience.
Thank you. So we're gonna have them back, very soon, and we have more episodes together as friends that we are. We have a lot of knowledge to share with you guys, so looking forward to those. So yeah, thank you very much.